can't believe you would do this to us.
It's not what you think.
The phone glowed in the dark, a beacon on the kitchen counter. It screened, flashing a name I didn't know, Mike. My breath caught as I read the words beneath it. Last night was incredible. Can't wait to see you again. XO. The apartment was silent except for the faint hum of the fridge, but inside me, a storm roared to life. Sarah's keys jangled in the lock, and she stepped inside, her smile faltering when she saw my face. Alex, you okay? Her voice was too bright, like she was trying to outrun something. I held up her phone, my fingers tight around it. Who's Mike, Sarah? And why's he texting you about last night? Her eyes flicked to the phone, a flash of something, guilt, crossing her face before she masked it with a shrug. He's just a co-worker. We grab drinks after work. Why are you freaking out? Her casual tone stung, like she was dismissing my entire world. We'd built a life together. 5 years, an engagement ring still new on her finger, photos of our road trips pinned to the fridge. But lately, her late nights, her guarded phone, the way her touch felt distant, it was all piling up, a puzzle I didn't want to solve. Drinks don't end with XO. Sarah, tell me what's going on. My voice was low, but it trembled with the weight of what I feared. She laughed then, sharp and cutting. What are you going to do? Break up with me? Over a text? You're being ridiculous, Alex. Her words were a blade, slicing through the trust I'd clung to. I wanted to believe her, to let denial smooth over the cracks. But the doubt had taken root, and it wouldn't let go. That night, I lay beside her, staring at the shadows on the ceiling, her steady breathing mocking my racing thoughts. I remember the day we met, her spilling coffee on my shoes at a cafe, laughing until I couldn't help but laugh too. She'd been my rock through layoffs, my confidant through fights with my dad. But now, suspicion coiled around me, cold and relentless. The next morning, I played normal. Want coffee? I asked, handing her a mug, my smile tight. She kissed my cheek, quick and perfunctory. Thanks, babe. Sorry about last night. I was tired. Her apology rang false, like a note out of tune. When she left for work, I paced our apartment, my eyes landing on her laptop, left open on the desk. I hesitated. Snooping felt like a betrayal of its own, but the need to know one. I sat down, heart hammering, and opened her email. Most of it was mundane work, bills. Then, in a folder labeled Random, I found emails from Mike. Not just friendly chats, but plans. Meet me at the hotel bar, one said. Your touch drives me wild, another read. My stomach churned, but the messages were vague enough for me to cling to a shred of doubt. Maybe it was just words, not actions. That evening, over pizza we barely touched, I confronted her again. I saw the emails, Sarah. You and Mike. It's not just drinks, is it? Her fork clattered to the plate. You went through my laptop? That's a new low, Alex. Answer me. My voice broke, anger seeping through the hurt. She sighed, dragging a hand through her hair. Okay, fine. Mike's someone I talk to. Work's been hell, and you've been distant. It's just venting, nothing more. Distant? I've been saving for our future, planning a wedding. Her words twisted the knife, making me question myself. We dropped the fight, retreating to opposite sides of the bed, the silence between us heavy. Weeks passed, and the signs multiplied. A hotel receipt in her bag, client dinner, she claimed. A new perfume on her jacket, one I'd never bought. Late-night calls she took behind closed doors. Each clue chipped away at my denial, replacing it with a quiet rage that burned hotter every day. One night, I couldn't take it anymore. I followed her, hating the man I'd become, trailing her car through city streets. She parked outside a bar, and through the fog window, I saw her, leaning close to a man, her fingers brushing his cheek. Mike, I guessed, all charm and ease. They looked like they belonged together, and it broke something in me. I drove home, the image seared into my mind. When she returned, reeking of whiskey and him, I was waiting in the dark. I saw you, Sarah. With him. Her face crumpled for a moment before hardening. So you're spying now? This relationship is a cage, Alex. Mike makes me feel free. You just don't. Her honesty was a punch to the gut. How long? I asked, voice barely above a whisper. Months, she said, unapologetic. It started as flirting. You were always working, never here. I needed more. I laughed, the bitter sound. So you cheat? You throw us away? She shrugged, that laugh cutting through me again. What are you going to do? Break up with me? We're engaged. Think about it. The trust we'd built shattered, its pieces scattering across the floor of our shared life. I saw her now, not my Sarah, but someone chasing thrills, justifying her betrayal with my flaws. It hurt, but it made sense in a twisted way. I grabbed a duffel bag, stuffing clothes inside. Yes, I said, zipping it shut. That's exactly what I'm doing. Her bravado faltered, tears pooling. Alex, wait. We can work this out. But I walked out, the door closing softly behind me. The night air was sharp, carrying the sting of loss, but also the promise of something new. I'd loved her deeply, but love isn't enough when trust is gone. Months later, I heard she and Mike fell apart, her recklessness catching up. I was rebuilding, learning to trust myself first. The heartbreak lingered, but so did the clarity. Sometimes, letting go is the only way to find your way back.